guys, it's me, Chandragan. Today I want to do not the review this time. This one just like a simple guide and build about Raiden Shogun, because most of the people will pull for Archon. They will not think twice. They will just pull because they're so hyped about Archon. Usually the Archon sales always go high. So yeah, today I just do a simple guide. And yeah, overall I have to say Raiden Shogun is pretty balanced. I like it, the playstyle. Not like very broken because it's not because Raiden itself, but because the element of Electro it's a little bit underwhelmed compared to like kind of Pyro and Cryo that melt and vaporize is much more stronger. But overall, still I have to say very good, decent damage. I have to say around Ayaka level, so still very acceptable. So very good. I really like it. Let's talk about the talent first because for me, in order to know better about the Raiden Shogun build, it's better to know about the talents and how it performs so you know how to maximize the potential. So let's start with the elemental skill. I have to say the elemental skills is interconnected with like kinda elemental burst. So this one is Transcendence Baleful Omen. This is technically similar like Shincho, like where they apply Hydro so can trigger the elemental reaction. So just this one instead using the AoE electro damage. So while Raiden Shogun will apply the AoE electro damage, so it's very easy to trigger kinda reaction like kind of overload superconduct. So that's why you make her also very good as a sub DPS. And I can initiate coordinate attack every 0.9 second per party. So yeah, the I will kind of trigger the AoE electro damage. And then this is very interesting. The character who gain Eye of Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increase based off their energy cost elemental burst during the eye duration. So which mean like when you do the E skill, it whenever character that currently perform the elemental burst, they will get the elemental burst damage bonus. So how much is it? It's actually 0.27% per energy cost like that. So let's say 80, then 80 times this one, so they will get the bonus. So actually the more energy cost that character need, they will get the more also burst damage bonus. So this is very good because this is also 25 seconds, very long. So another mechanic that I feel so weird, why they put in elemental burst. So while elemental skill, there's actually there's full circle thingy, like the circle thingy, and there's an eye. There's a called the Chakra Desiderata. So you pay attention, right? That this Chakra Desiderata will kinda increase time by time, so it can get maximum number of result of 60 on 60. So how you can get that stack? Actually, you can only do from attack and elemental skill, something like that, but it's not as efficient as you use the elemental burst besides the Raiden itself, and it will build a stack based on energy cost of this elemental burst. So meaning, if you want to get stack faster, you have to perform any character that have a higher cost in elemental burst, like Benet, Sucro, something like that. They have a higher elemental burst cost, so it will kind of charge Baal stack is faster. So, and why this Chakra Desiderata is very important, because uh, you see in here, whenever after you get the stack, do the elemental burst, and here you see the damage deal is by Musono Hitatachi is an attack will increase based on the Chakra Desiderata resolve stack. Meaning if you have 60, you will get the bonus damage from the Musono Hitatachi. So it will have a better, increased number. So in here the details, you can see the bonus resolve gain stack like 0 per consume, so resolve bonus 4% initial, so yeah, per stack. So it will give you more elemental burst damage. In addition, take notes that if you perform the elemental burst, all the chakra that you already gathered, it will be consumed, so it will gone. So later when you want to perform elemental burst, you have to gather again the Chakra Desiderata again, so start from 0. And then take notes, the energy cost is a lot, 90. I think this is the highest on among other character. That's why we need energy recharge as a main stat, or like kinda stats that we need to be prioritized. So after that, after the you go to the D state, it will change to the sword mode. the Boba sword, and then it will infuse like electro damage like Hu-Tao Yoimiya there. So whatever your attack, plunging and whatever, it will come like electro damage, and then it cannot be overridden, and she will immune to any reaction from the electro, like electro charge, something like that. It's very good. So yeah, in short, I have to say, in order to get optimal damage from Raiden Shogun, you need to perform the E, of course, uh, and then you need to gather as much as stack resolve that you can get from uh, elemental burst from your other characters. So bring something that heavier cost like Benet, something like that, to give stack. After that, when you reach the 60 stack, you perform this elemental burst, and then you will get the maximum damage uh, of your Raiden Shogun burst then. But of course, before you can already set up like Bennett Q, Sucrose Q, whatever swirl that you can trigger even more buff in there. So yeah, the last execution will be the elemental burst from Raiden then. So yeah, this is very important for you to know. That's why I say it's kind of interconnected. I have to say both of them is important. So yeah, I'll start for the weapon. As usual, all the 5-star rolls, every 5 stars already very good. However, the newest one, of course, that made for Raiden Shogun, which is Engulfing Lightning, that made for Shogun. So if you have that equipped, that for sure. And if not, then other 5-star is good, but I also kind of like a Scour Spine also because give you energy recharge. In general, Raiden Shogun need energy recharge, but actually it's not that much that I thought. So yeah, it's actually later, it depends on your artifact, I can explain. And then yeah, for the 4-star weapon, there's a couple options that's very good. Actually, I like the catch. I think it's very good because it gives you effect of the more elemental burst, and give you also energy recharge. Otherwise, you can try Fafnir's Lance because it gives you quite a high of base attack and energy recharge quite decent, and can generate a lot of particles, especially if in the higher refinement. I already refinement 3, so it can give you like kind of endless elemental burst, which is I really like it. Otherwise, also another option, if you buy battle pass and if you have around 200 energy recharge, I think it's good enough. You can equip that match, can give you great red, which is very important also in the game, right? And then the effect's quite good. Also, there's a couple like prototype star glitter that also give you energy recharge as a subset and quite good amount of base attack. So you can consider that between the catch, Fafnir's Lance, or that match. It's also quite good. But otherwise, if you really want 5-star, then all the 5 stars already very good. Okay, let's talk about the constellation. I think most of the constellation in Raiden is very good. For the C1, it's actually help for the resolve increase, especially if you use the electro character. It will give you 80% increase in the resolve when you use perform elemental burst. For the non-electro, you will get 20%. So the resolve in here is it help you to increase the stack and like give more damage to the Raiden. And I just realized to get the resolve it's quite take some times, which is quite hard. So this one helped to cut that time though, which is very good. Second one, I think this one is very good. I really like it. That's why I kind of plan to pull C2. When you perform the secret Almoso Setsu, it will kind of ignore the 60% of the opponents, which is crazy. I really like it. C3 is just increase of level. C4 also very good if you kind of play like sub DPS or you want to support Raiden Shogun. So when you perform after the secret art Musou Setsu expire, all the nearby team besides Raiden can get 30% of the tag for 10 seconds. That's quite decent of amount. I really like it. So this is actually kind of wow something. I really like it. At C6, actually quite good, but I don't think it's very necessary. It's just like kind of help to reduce the elemental burst cooldown. For my case, I rarely have a cooldown problem in my party. Even on I have the cooldown problems only 1-2 seconds, so I think it's good, but I don't think it's very necessary. So the one I really like it is C2 and C4 actually, and C1 and C6. It's good. It's actually good to perform like faster, but I mean personally I don't really like it. So there's a couple option of the Raiden Shogun that I think is very good. So personally, I use as an emblem of Severed Fate, which is can give me around 60,000 something, almost 70,000 of damage for elemental burst, and this is even my trashy artifacts because I keep getting HP and defense. So sad, and my talent's not optimal yet. So you can, yeah, can run 4 piece like me, emblem of Severed Fate, or you can mix 2 piece of emblem Severed Fate with Noblesse Oblige also can, or emblem of Severed Fate with Thunder Shoot, Thunder Fury. Where's my Thunder Fury? Yeah, Thunder Fury also can, or you can go even 4 piece of Thundering Fury can also. It works very good also. Other option that you can consider also Thunder Shooter, 4 piece, not 2 piece but 4 piece, a full piece, which is very good for Raiden because increase the damage for affected by Electro. Otherwise, also the one that you can consider between Emblem Severed Fate with Noblesse Oblige, or 2 Noblesse Oblige with just Thundering Fury also can works pretty good. Move to the main stat. So for the main stat, actually, it pretty depends on your type of playstyle and your weapon, I have to say. So personally, I like that type of gameplay that I can perform like endless elemental burst and elemental skill. So I kind of equip swap teams like that. So in here I put energy recharge. Otherwise, if you don't really like want to depend on energy burst like that, like you can wait for a couple like second, then you can going right for attack, and I highly actually suggest for attack because I kind of realized I may get too much energy recharge because sometimes it feels so fast before my stack even like full got 60 stack, I have to say. So sometimes it's just too fast, so maybe it's not that optimal, but it's okay. I think it's more comfy for me, unless in here you have a different like main subset like crit rate or crit damage, then you can put energy recharge like me. But I think if you already equip like Favenus Lens already, like every, especially the final 5, I don't think so you need that much energy recharge in here. Yes, for the substats, I think it's still pretty straightforward with other character. The one is you have to focus attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage, and energy recharge is very good for Raiden. So those 4, if you already have in your substat, then that's already very good. So yeah, good luck with your gacha in your artifact then. So yeah, there's a couple team com that I have in my mind that I want to recommend. I have a little bit hard time to find team com, but yeah, here's a couple of them. So first is Raiden Shogun, Zhongli, Xiangling, and Bennett. I think it's very good team. Can trigger overload. They're heavy in elemental burst, and both Xiangling and Bennett so can give stack to Raiden Shogun for the burst, especially for DPS. And yeah, as usual, Zhongli you can change as a shield. And then remember, the 2 Pyro have a 25% attack increase, so very good. If you like want to use Xiangling, have another also Yoimiya, very fun, not as effective as Xiangling, but still fun to play for me. And also there's a couple that I recommend that you can change to Kazuha in here, also quite good because heavy in elemental burst, so Animo always very versatile, very good. And other option also that you can try is Diona. Where's my Diona? Oh yeah, here. And then you can try Eula. In here, Raiden more to this, more like sub DPS and support to Eula, because you know like super conduct can help to reduce the physical damage, so Eula can be shiny in here, and with the help of the Bennett. And after that, also there's a couple that you can consider like can change to Ayaka, of course, if you want. And also there's some funny team. Just pretend this is Fenty because I don't have Fenty, so Trio Archon, it also work, but it's very heavy in Archon. And also you can try that actually I have in my mind is actually Kujo Sara, Bennett, and Raiden Shogun. You can is always change with Diona. So I think this is very good synergy, but my Kujusara still sucks. I haven't built properly, so I need maybe in the future to know better about that. And also there's other also that I like. this one I try. This is also very fun to play. Raiden Shogun, Chongli Shincho, and Benet. So this also give quite fun. So yeah, overall, I have to say, Raiden Shogun is very fun to play. You can change from the polearm to become a sword. I really enjoy that kind of skill. And I have to say, before I kind of worry about the energy cost that's very high, but it's turned out actually it's not that matter, because it also you can get a lot of energy recharge, so it doesn't really matter. And I have to say, yeah, Raiden Shogun is also versatile, but as not as versatile like Fenty and Zhongli. I have to say, Fenty and Zhongli can put almost every team. But Raiden Shogun, there's like couple of the team that maybe will not works. But however, I already say before, it's around Ayaka level, so it's very decent, can very helpful with your Abyss. And the only like I have to say, maybe I have a little bit hard time in managing the stack, because sometimes the stack will be a little bit hard for me for the C0, but overall it's still fun. I enjoy.
よし出発だみんなは俺が守る裁きの雷ここより弱滅の時そこ晴らすいざ岩山八九砕けよ全力攻撃だカリウルコ稲光すなわち永遠なりはっと大地の粉は静まらぬ無我の境地やっ